Hello everyone, welcome to another series of today's GK. Let's begin with previous day's practice question. Question was recently seen in the news. The aim of the Spitzer resurrection mission is to bring the Spitzer space telescope back to life, to destroy the non-functional Spitzer space telescope in the space, to add a robotic arm to the Spitzer space telescope, or to bring the Spitzer space telescope back to the Earth safely. The correct answer is option A, to bring the Spitzer Space Telescope back to life. Recently, Space WERX, the innovation arm of the United States Space Force, selected RIA Space Activity, a Washington-based astrophysics startup, to develop the Spitzer Resurrector mission. With the mission, a spacecraft would travel to Spitzer to service and restore its operation. This will act as a demonstration for the in-space service assembly and manufacturing ISAM techniques that are being explored by the US Air Force and Space Force. The Spitzer telescope went well past its designated lifespan and continued to work on its mission for more than 16 years. In its current location, direct communications with Earth are not possible. The Spitzer Resurrector mission is designed to restart the telescope. It will confirm that Spitzer has been restored to its original performance capabilities. After it is resurrected, the telescope will be used to detect and characterize near-Earth objects which are potentially hazardous. Therefore, option A is the correct answer. Now let's begin today's session. First question is, consider the following statements regarding the Article 239AA. 1. It was inserted into the Constitution by the 69th Amendment Act 1991. 2. It was introduced following the recommendations of the S. Balakrishnan Committee. Which of the statements given above is or are correct? 1 only, 2 only, both 1 and 2, or neither 1 nor 2? The correct answer is option C, both 1 and 2. Recently, the Union government promulgated an ordinance extending powers to the Delhi Lieutenant Governor over services in the administration. The Union government promulgated the ordinance to create a National Capital Civil Service Authority for transfer of IAS and DANICS cadre officers and disciplinary proceedings against them. The Article 239AA was inserted into the Constitution by the 69th Amendment Act 1991. Hence, statement 1 is correct. According to this provision, the NCT of Delhi will have an administrator and a legislative assembly. According to the provisions of the Constitution, the Legislative Assembly shall have the power to make laws for the whole or any part of the NCT with respect to any of the matters in the state list or concurrent list, insofar as any such matter is applicable to union territories except on the subjects of police, public order and land. Article 239AA conferred special status on Delhi following the recommendations of the S. Balakrishnan Committee that was set up in 1987 to look into Delhi's demands for statehood. Hence, statement 2 is correct. Therefore, option C is the correct answer. Next question is, with reference to lumpy skin disease, consider the following statements. 1. It was first observed in Zambia. 2. It is a zoonotic disease. Which of the statements given above is or are correct? 1 only, 2 only, both 1 and 2, or neither 1 nor 2? The correct answer is option A, 1 only. Recently, there were reports of rising cases of lumpy skin disease or LSD in Kalimpong and Darjeeling districts of West Bengal. The lumpy skin disease is caused by the lumpy skin disease virus or LSDV, which belongs to the genus Capripox virus, a part of the Poxviridae family. Smallpox and monkeypox viruses are also a part of the same family. The disease was first observed in Zambia in 1929. Hence, statement 1 is correct. It is a contagious vector-borne disease spread by vectors like mosquitoes, some biting flies and ticks, and usually affects host animals like cows and water buffaloes. It affects the lymph nodes of the infected animal, causing the nodes to enlarge and appear like lumps on the skin, which is where it derives its name from. It is not a zoonotic virus, meaning the disease cannot spread to humans. Therefore, statement 2 is not correct. Therefore, option A is the correct answer. Next question is, STARS project is sometimes seen in the news. It is related with space diplomacy, school education, development of infrared telescopes, or space flight. The correct answer is option B, school education. Recently, the Ministry of Education and World Bank organized a one-of-its-kind workshop on school-to-work transition under the STARS program in Mumbai. One of the key components of STARS program is strengthening of vocational education and school-to-work transition. The STARS project stands for Strengthening Teaching, Learning and Results for States. The program aims at improving the assessment system in schools and ensuring equal education for all. It is a union government approved education reform initiative in India which is financially aided by the World Bank. There are 6 Indian states which will be covered under the STARS project: Himachal Pradesh, Rajasthan, Maharashtra, Madhya Pradesh, Kerala and Odisha. Therefore, option B is the correct answer. Next question is, consider the following statements regarding World Meteorology Day 2023. 1. It is celebrated every year on 20th May. 2. The theme of this year is measurements supporting the global food system. Which of the statements given above is or are correct? 1 only, 2 only, both 1 and 2, or neither 1 nor 2? The correct answer is option C, both 1 and 2. Recently, the CSIR National Physical Laboratory organized and celebrated the World Meteorology Day. It is an annual celebration of the signature of the Meter Convention on 20 May 1875 by representatives of 17 nations. Hence, statement 1 is correct. The theme for World Meteorology Day 2023 is measurements supporting the global food system. Hence, statement 2 is correct. The theme was chosen because of the increasing challenges of climate change and global distribution of food in a world whose population reached 8 billion at the end of 2022. The convention set the framework for global collaboration in the science of measurement and in its industrial, commercial and societal applications. The original aim of the Meter Convention is the worldwide uniformity of measurement. Therefore, option C is the correct answer. Next question is, Global Vegetable Oils Price Index is released by which of the following? World Economic Forum, World Food Programme, International Food for Agricultural Development or Food and Agriculture Organization? The correct answer is option D, Food and Agriculture Organization. Recently, the UN Food and Agricultural Organization's Global Vegetable Oils Price Index came down to a 29-month low of 130 points. Within the vegetable fats complex, the oil that was witnessed the highest price rise and fall in just the last 1 year is sunflower. The sunflower oil is the 4th largest consumed oil, 2 to 2.5 mt behind mustard, 3 to 3.5 mt, soyabean 4.5 to 5 mt and palm 8 to 8.5 mt in India. Both sunflower and palm oil are almost wholly imported, with their domestic production at hardly 50,000 tons and 0.3 mt respectively. Roughly 70% of the India's sunflower oil consumption is in the south, with Maharashtra and other states making up the rest. Therefore, option D is the correct answer. Next question is, what is INSV Tarini, sometimes seen in the news? Frigate, Indian Navy sailing vessel, nuclear submarine or Indian Navy patrol boat? The correct answer is option B, Indian Navy sailing vessel. Recently, the INSV Tarini returned home after successfully completing a 17,000 nautical miles long trans-ocean intercontinental voyage in 7 months. During the expedition, INSV Tarini sailed to Rio de Janeiro in Brazil via Cape Town in South Africa, participating in the Cape to Rio Race 2023. The Indian Navy received the 6-member crew of INSV Tarini, including women officers Lieutenant Commander Dilna K and Lieutenant Commander Rupa A, at the flag-in ceremony at the Indian Naval Watermanship Training Center, INS Mandovi, Goa. INSV Tarini is also known for circumnavigating the globe with an all-women officer crew in the historic expedition titled Navika Sagar Parikrama that began in 2017. Therefore, option B is the correct answer. Next question is, which of the following statements accurately describes green hydrogen? It is produced through the process of electrolysis using renewable energy sources. It is primarily derived from fossil fuels and contributes to carbon emissions. It is a byproduct of nuclear fusion reactions, or it is a type of hydrogen fuel that is exclusively used in the aerospace industry. The correct answer is option A. It is produced through the process of electrolysis using renewable energy sources. Recently, the state government of Himachal Pradesh has announced that it is formulating a new green hydrogen policy which aims to promote the use of green hydrogen and establish Himachal Pradesh as a leading hub for its production. The state's abundant renewable energy resources, including ample sunlight, water and wind, making it an ideal location for generating green hydrogen. Green hydrogen is produced using electrolysis of water with electricity generated by renewable energy. The electrolysis process splits water into hydrogen and oxygen, and the hydrogen produced can be used as a clean and renewable fuel. It is a clean source and has the potential to reduce carbon emissions. Therefore, option A is the correct answer. Next question is FIPIC Summit 2023 was held in which of the following cities? Suva, Honiara, Port Moresby, or Jaipur? The correct answer is option C, Port Moresby. Recently, the third India-Pacific Islands Cooperation Summit 2023 was held in Port Moresby, Papua New Guinea. As part of the Act East policy, India established the Forum for India-Pacific Islands Cooperation, that is FIPIC, and its inaugural gathering was convened by Prime Minister Narendra Modi in Fiji in 2014. FIPIC consists of Cook Islands, Fiji, Kiribati, Marshall Islands, Federated States of Micronesia, Nauru, Niue, Samoa, Solomon Islands, Palau, Papua New Guinea, Tonga, Tuvalu, and Vanuatu. On this occasion, a comprehensive 12-step initiative aimed at advancing India's collaborations with the countries in the Pacific region was unveiled. It includes FIPIC SME Development Project, Solar Project for Government Buildings, provide desalination units for drinking water, supply sea ambulances, set up dialysis units, set up of 24/7 emergency helpline, set up of Jan Aushadhi Kendras, set up yoga centers. Therefore, option C is the correct answer. Next question is, consider the following statements regarding the legal tender. 1. Legal tender is a form of money that courts of law are required to recognize as satisfactory payment for any monetary debts or obligations. 2. The 2000 rupees notes will cease to be legal tender after September 30, 2023. Which of the statement or statements given above is or are correct? 1 only, 2 only, both 1 and 2, or neither 1 nor 2. The correct answer is option A, 1 only. Recently, the Reserve Bank of India or RBI decided to withdraw Rs 2000 denomination banknotes from circulation in pursuance of its clean note policy. The RBI has advised the public to deposit Rs 2000 notes into their bank accounts and or exchange them into banknotes of other denominations at any branch. Legal tender is a coin or a banknote that is legally tenderable for discharge of debt or obligation. Hence, statement 1 is correct. The Rs 2000 denomination banknote was introduced in November 2016 under Section 24(1) of the RBI Act 1934. The Rs 2000 banknote will continue to maintain its legal tender status. Hence, statement 2 is not correct. Therefore, option A is the correct answer. Last question is, recently the International Pathogen Surveillance Network was in the news. It is an initiative of University of Cambridge, World Health Organization, Medicines Sans Frontiers, or World Bank. The correct answer is option B, World Health Organization. Recently, the WHO launched a global network to help swiftly detect the threat from infectious diseases like COVID-19 and share the information to prevent their spread. The International Pathogen Surveillance Network will provide a platform for connecting countries and regions, improving systems for collecting and analyzing samples. The network aims to help ensure infectious disease threats are swiftly identified and tracked, and the information shared and acted on to prevent catastrophes like the COVID pandemic. The network will rely on pathogen genomics to analyze the genetic code of viruses, bacteria, and other disease-causing organisms to understand how infectious and deadly they are and how they spread. Therefore, option B is the correct answer. Now it's time for the practice question. In which of the following states of India Bara, Lacha, La Pass is situated? Sikkim, Uttarakhand, Himachal Pradesh, or Arunachal Pradesh? Send the answer of this question in the comment section. Stay tuned for the next episode. Thanks for watching.